All right, recorded is rolling. It's Wednesday, February 25th. So the SAT is coming up March 5th and 6th. The information is on Google Classroom. If you're testing where you're testing, you might have some room locations if some of your teachers are proctoring. That's all not Excel file. And so last couple of days, you guys have been going through this SAT math packet. There are two modules, but collectively there's 70 minutes to answer 54 questions. So we're going to go over the solutions. Right? You guys been keeping track of your answers on this grid page. Right? So 27 questions, 27 questions. All right, and we're going to go over however long it takes. You guys are taking notes. Make sure everybody's paper. You guys are taking notes. It's good for your brain. All right, some other things coming up. Guys, in fifth period today, they're going to do a Blue Book infrastructure trial. Well, the ESAT is going to be taken through Blue Book through your laptops. Okay, so they want to make sure that the system can handle the bandwidth, whatever. Okay, so have your laptops ready to go for the period. Okay, and then for this class, guys, let's do 2 weeks from now. Yeah, Alex, 70% high goals. And yeah, I think almost half of all my students have achieved that at this point, but haven't since we've got 2 weeks. All right, so let's flip over to taking that. You guys, they do give you these formulas, so be aware of these formulas are here. Just different like geometric properties, areas. We got Pythagorean theorem here. We've got angle relationships. We've got volumes of some of the shapes. That's good to know. Okay, do some of the stuff like that. All right, going into here. Number one, the lengths of two sides of a triangle are 4 centimeters and 6 centimeters. The perimeter is 18 centimeters. What's the length of the third side of the triangle? Okay. Now, I think the first questions tend to be easier, and then the questions get harder and harder, and some of the last questions are pretty tough, but here, of course, I'm going to do all these. And so we got 6, 8, here. I'll draw the triangle. I don't know if this is exactly the scale of what they're saying here. Because what if you had 6 centimeter? Well, no, so what? No, other way around. Okay. So this is 4 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters. Okay. And the perimeter is 18 centimeters. Okay. So if I call this x, we're going to solve for x. Okay. All right. So guys, perimeter, are you just adding up the 3 sides? So I could say 4 plus 6 plus x equals 18. And I think x should be 8, and then the unit centimeters. All right, so that looks like option B. All right, you guys got D on number 1? Number 1? Okay, yeah, I've got the answer key next to me too, and that's saying B. All right, next one, number 2. 16x plus 30 equals 190. What's that?
What was the answer for number 1?
8 centimeters, which is B.
I'm gonna start marking up mine.
Yeah, guys, are you guys marking your keys for going along?
Yep.
All right, so everybody knows number 1 is B. B. Number 2, which equation has the same solution as the given equation? Okay, so here, I'll give you this right here. Says 16x plus 30 is 190. Well, if you just start solving with algebra, guess what's the first algebra step to say solve for x?
Move the 30 over.
Yeah, subtract 30. And is that 160? Okay, I think that's what they're looking for. Yeah. Okay, guess the option C? 2 is C? Number 2 is C. Number 2 is C. So this is the full answer, and the multiple choice is C. Okay, so everybody's got 2 is C?
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Okay, number 3. Ty set a goal to walk at least 24 kilometers every day to prepare for a multi-day hike. On a certain day, Ty plans to walk an average speed of 4 kilometers per hour. What's the minimum number of hours you must walk? So number 3. Guys, could you say that distance is equal to speed times time? A little bit of physics, but speed times time. Okay. I know you know this. Say if you're driving a car. Here, guys, let's do a driving a car example. Guys, suppose you're driving 60 miles an hour. Here, 60 miles per hour, and you do that for 3 hours. How far have you driven?
180.
Yeah, 180 miles. So that's that, right? Okay. Okay, so that's good. That's just a little side example. Right, now let's go back to this one here. He's going 24 kilometers, so in place of distance, I'll put 24 kilometers. He's walking at 4 kilometers per hour. 4 kilometers per hour for some amount of time. Okay. So who sees it? Here's what's time equal to. 6 hours. So time should be 6 hours. And that looks like option B. Let me make sure the answer is B. Yeah, the answer is B, 6 hours. So everybody knows number 3 is B, 6 hours.
Yep.
Okay, number 4. The function g is defined by g of x is x squared plus 9. Hey, guess what shape is that?
Parabola.
Parabola. That's a parabola. Yeah, it shifted up 9 on the y-axis. Right, for which value of x is g of x equal to 25? Oh, yeah, we did that. So they tell us g of x is x squared plus 9. Again, here, just for reference, if you had x, y axes, yeah, this would be a parabola that goes like this up here at 9. Okay. But they're saying g of x is 25. So what is x? Okay, let's go solve for x. Guess what's the first algebra step?
Subtract both sides by 9.
Yeah, subtract 9. 16 equals x squared. And now what?
X equals to 4 because
Yeah.
it's by 16.
There you go. Right. So I think back here at -4 and back here at 4. Either way, it would bring you up to 25. Okay. It looks like option A. Yeah, 4 is A. 4 is A. Everybody's got 4 is A?
Yep. Especially.
Number 5. Which expression is equivalent to 9x squared plus 5x? Let's see. So we got 9x squared plus 5x. Right. There's 2 terms here. The 9x squared and the 5x. Because what do they both have in common you can factor out? Huh? Just an x, right?
Okay.
I can take an x out, but not anything else. Like the 9 and the 5 don't have any common factors. So I have 9x plus 5 left here. Okay, I think that's what they're looking for. Let me see if that's an answer choice. So it looks like option A is the answer A. Yeah, my key is saying the answer is A. The answer is A.
What are the answers made for?
I
B.
don't know. What? Oh, great. Yeah, B and A. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then 5 is A. Okay. Okay, number 6. Each value in the data set represents a height of a plant in centimeters. Okay, so scattered numbers here. What is the mean height of these plants? So here, I'll write down the list. We got 6, 10, 13, 2, 15, 22, 10, 4, 4, and 4. Guys, is that 10 plants? 10 plants? Right. How do you find mean? Do you add up all the numbers and divide by the number in the set? Okay. So it's the sum of the heights divided by, well, in this case, 10 plants. Okay, and we'll get like the average height per plant. That's what the mean is. Okay. So in the calculator, I'm going to do open parenthesis. I'm just going to add all these numbers together. 6, 10, 13, 2, 15, 22, 10, 4, 4, 4. Okay. Close parenthesis. And then divide by, and since there's 10 plants here, divide by 10. Okay. So I'm looking at 9. I think this was centimeters. So the unit would. Oh, no, this one was not multiple choice. So you had to write an answer. And guys, when you're writing an answer, they do not want you to write units. They're just looking for the number. So the answer should be 9 if I did that right. Let me make sure the answer is 9. Yeah, the answer is 9. So they just wanted you to write the number 9. Okay. All right, you guys got number 6. The answer is 9.
Yes.
Yep.
Right, number 7. Student council group is selling school posters for a fundraiser. They use the function p of x is 5x minus 2. Write that down. P of x equals 5x minus 220. Okay. To determine the profit for selling X school posters. they want to earn a profit of $900. How many posters should they sell? Okay. So this P of X, we're gonna set that to 900 as in $900. Okay. And we got to solve for how many posters? We can solve for X. Okay. So maybe I should add over the 220. What is that? Is that 1120 is equal to 5x? Okay. And then divide both sides by 5.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So what is 1120 on 5? Look at it. I'm saying 224 posters. All right, you guys think 224?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this was also not multiple choice. Yeah, the answer is 224. I'm looking at the answer key. So you just had to write down the number 224. Okay. All right, you guys got 224?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Number 8. J walks at a speed of 3 miles per hour and runs at a speed of 5 miles per hour. He walks for W hours and runs for R hours for a total of 14 miles. Which equation represents this situation? Okay, let's come up with this independently and then match it to one of their choices. Okay. Okay, so you guys know distance equals speed times time. Okay, we used that earlier. Speed times time. Okay. It says he's gonna walk at 3 miles per hour for some number of hours W. Plus, he's gonna run at 5 miles per hour for some number of hours R. Okay. And the total distance is 14 miles. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for an answer choice that looks like that. Let's see, is that answer choice here? We got 3W equals 5 hours 14. That looks like A. Okay, this is number 8. Let me make sure 8 is A. Yeah, 8 is A. 8 is A. Okay, everybody's got 8 is A. Okay. Number 9. John paid a total of $165 for a microscope by making a down payment of $37 plus key monthly payments of $60 each. Which following represents this situation? Right, so we got to get to $165 by making a down payment of $37 plus $16 per payment for key monthly payments. Okay. All right, is that an answer choice? 165 equals 37. It looks like C, I think. It's 9C. Yeah, 9 is C. Right. So they rearranged it a little bit different. But the answer is C. Okay. Everybody's good with 9 is C? Okay, number 10. Y minus 57 equals px. The given equation relates positive numbers p, x, and y. Which equation expresses y in terms of p and x? Oh, yeah, let's do that. No, we get this right here. Got y minus 57 equals px. Okay, so that was what was given. And we got to solve for y. Oh, well, actually, it's just one step, isn't it? Just add over 57. Should be px plus 57. All right, we'll be like that. All right, that looks like option B. Okay, it's number 10. Yep, 10 is B. 10 is B. All right, everybody's good with 10 is B?
Yeah.
10 is B. 11. Company opens an account with initial balance of $36,100. The account earns interest. Hey, you guys did some interest calculations recently, and no additional deposits or withdrawals are made. The account balance is exponential function, where A as function times the account balance. T is the number of years after the account's open. After 13 years, the amount is $68,071, right? Which could define A of T. A of T. Right, so let's do our best here. So think A of T. could be the principal amount, which they did say was $36,100. Okay, multiplied by, and remember how interest off, it goes 1 plus the interest rate
29.
to that time. Okay. And looking at the answer choices, looks something approximately like that. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, you could, especially if time was not a limitation, you could plug in A of T is the $68,000 number, and you could solve for R. After T being 13 years. Okay. But I think there's a faster way to do this. If you play off the multiple choice answers. Hey guys, look at what's inside the parentheses. You guys see 1 plus R inside the parentheses? You guys see this?
Yeah.
No, just focus on this in the parentheses. 2 of these 4 possibilities are totally wrong. Guys, which 2, just based on what's in parentheses, can you just immediately get rid of? C and D.
Yeah.
C and D. Guys, it's not 0.05. That means that at the end of every year, you have 5% of what you started with. That's not true at all. You want your money to grow, not shrink rapidly. Okay? So it's got to be either A or B. Okay. Now, looking at A and B, only one of these actually has the principal amount in the correct place. Which is that? A. Guys, isn't that the principal right there? So the answer has to be A. Okay, so number 11, yeah, 11 is A. 11 is A. Okay. And now, if you wanted to check, here, I'll do a check. Okay, so working back from the answer. If you start off with $36,100, okay. Now the interest rate is 5%. So 5% plus 1 is 1.05. Okay, let's put in 13 years. This should confirm the $68,000. Let's see if this adds up to $68,000. At 36,100 times 1.05 to the power of 13. Yep, there it is. $68,071. It's right there. It's right there. Okay, that's what we need. Okay, number 12. We got the circle with some lines through it. That actually those are diameter lines, isn't it? Because they go through the origin, right? But otherwise not necessarily drawn to scale. We got circle with center O. Circumference is 144 pi. Diameter is PR and QF. Yep, we figured those were diameters. It's run through the center. The length of RPS is twice that of PQ. What's the length of QR? Okay. All right, so let's get this drawn here.
Oh, you just put it all.
Diameter. Okay.
Oh, I know how.
I got S,
I have the
R,
E.
Now they said PS is twice PQ. Guys, if this is equal to twice of this, right? Like if this is X and therefore this is 2X. How about this? Right. Guys, who knows what angle this is? What angle is that right there? Huh? What how many degrees? 60. Yeah. Guys, this has to be 60 degrees. Because if this is twice the arc length, that makes this how many degrees?
120.
120 degrees. Oh, what's 60 plus 120? You guys see it's a straight line, 180? Right? And here's another 180 over here when that added to 360 degrees. Okay. So that might be a good detail to notice. Okay. Now they said the circumference is 144 pi.
Of my spoon.
Okay. And the question is, what's the length of QR? Okay, so let's link right here. Okay. Well, guys, since now you know this is 120 degrees compared to 360 degrees for the entire circle. Okay. What fraction of the circumference is QR?
Third.
A third. Yeah, a third. So QR is equal to circumference over 3, which is 144 pi over 3. What is that? Right, that looks like 48 pi. I think the answer should be 48 pi. Right, do you guys think? Because it's a third of the circle, right? Okay. That looks like option B is 12B. Yep, 12 is B. 12 is B. Okay. You guys got 12 is B?
Oh, what
Yeah.
was 7 and 8? I missed those.
Okay, number.
7 was 224 and 8 was 8.
Yep, sounds right. Okay, number 13. We've got y equals negative 2x and 3x plus y is 40. The solution is xy. What's the value of x? Ooh, and not even multiple choice. So solve this. Okay, we got y equals negative 2x. And we got 3x plus y equals 40. Okay, so here's your system. Okay. No, what I would do is solve for y in terms of x and substitute. Hence, you're going to substitute out the y, and you'll immediately get x, which is what they asked for. So I'm going to take the second equation and solve for y. That's negative 3x plus 40. Is that okay? Okay. And then bring that, combine it with this one. Y equals negative 2x. Y equals negative 3x plus 40. Who's doing that?
Wait.
What?
Bro.
All right, then add 3x over. Getting x is 40. I think that should be the answer. Make sure. 13. Yep, 13 is 40. But you had to write out the number 40. All right, you guys got 13? 40.
14 for number 14. Isn't that cool?
Ooh. All right, we got data value and frequency. Right, so values in a data set. They don't attach a story to this. Earlier, there was a story of like plant heights.
What was 13 again?
40.
40, and then 14 was 14.
But we're about to do number 14. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Right. So hey, maybe there's some plant heights in centimeters. Okay, and we got 3 plants that are 6 centimeters tall, and 3 plants that are 7 centimeters tall. All right, and then all the way up to we got 6 plants that are 14 centimeters tall. Okay. Right, we got 57 data values. What's the maximum data value in set? Oh, okay. So maximum data value. So it'd just be the tallest plant, wouldn't it? Which would be 14. Yeah. So the answer to number 14 is 14. Okay. And you had to write out the number 1, 4. Okay, so number 14 is 14. Okay, number 15. Oh, one leg of a right triangle has length 43.2 millimeters. The hypotenuse is 196.8 millimeters. What's the length of the other leg of the triangle? Well, let's draw that out. All right, 15 here. Okay, so we got boom, boom, boom. Okay. So it said hypotenuse is 196.8. That's millimeters. We got one leg is 43.2, also millimeters. Okay. Let's call side y. Okay. So you guys know this is going to be Pythagorean theorem, which is print. You guys remember it was printed on the very front page is Pythagorean theorem. So you go x squared plus y squared equals z squared. Okay. So we'll do 43.2. I'll drop the units squared plus y we're solving for squared equals 196.8 squared. Okay. Right, so do y squared equals 196.8 squared minus 43.2 squared. Okay. So it's 196.8 squared minus 43.2 squared. 36864. Okay. Last step. Let's do square root of both sides. So power 0.5. Take care of that. I'm getting 192 millimeters exactly. 192. Okay. Guys, the fact that this came out to a rational number tells me this is a special right triangle, kind of like a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. I mean, this would be one of the lesser known ones, but yeah. Okay. So exactly some kind of Pythagorean triplet. Yeah, we've got 192 going on right here. That looks like C. Is 15 C? Yeah, 15 is C. 15 is C. All right, you guys got 15 is C?
Yeah.
Okay, number 16. A wire with a length of 106 inches is cut into 2 parts. We got X and Y. Right here, I'll start by drawing that. Okay, so let's get that so far. So we got a wire that's 106 inches, so I'll just call it 106. Oh, wait, actually, before I make a more across, I should read the rest of this. It says the value of x is 6 more than 4 times the value of y. Okay, so here, maybe it'll be something like this. Call this bit x and call this bit y. What's the value of x? Okay, so they also told you that x is 6 more than 4 times y. Guys, when they say is, can you translate that as an equal sign? Yeah, usually you can. Okay, and then 6 more than, so I can say 6 plus, and then 4 times the value of y, that'd be 4y. Okay, so is that okay? You have to, guys, you have to take their sentence and you have to craft this equation with that, right? Okay. Now that you have this, and you know that x plus y is 106, I can say 106 equals, of course, x plus y, but x is 6 plus 4y. And then add another y to that. Right? Okay, so what we can do here is we can solve for y, and then we'll go back and solve for x later. Right, so 106 equals 6 plus 5y. So 100 equals 5y. Okay. So 20 is equal to y. Is that okay? 20 is y. Okay. But now let's take that y, go back and solve for x. Because x was 6 more than 4 times y. Now you know y is 20. 86. Is that a multiple choice? Looks like D is 16D. Yeah, 16 is D. 16 is D. All right, everybody's got 16 is D?
Yeah.
That's 17. Ooh. F of x is x plus 6, x plus 5, x minus 4. Which of the table values represents f? So y equals f of x minus 3. All right, so something like this. Minus 3. Okay. Well, guys, wouldn't this be like the original graph just shifted down 3? Wouldn't that be the case? Okay. And guys, look at all the x values. Guys, look at these x values. -6, -5, 4. They use those over and over and over again. Guys, why did they pick those values? Guys, think deeply about this. Why did they pick x values of -6, -5, and 4 over and over? Those are the best 3 options they could have picked for x values. Why? Yes, they're all zeros. If you plug in -6 here, this becomes 0, so the whole thing is 0. Same thing for -5 here, same thing for 4 here. Is that? Now that's the original function f of x, right? Now, y is the original function, but down 3. Oh, well, if the original function, these x values are all zeros, and you just subtract 3, then what should you get for y? -3. It's got to be b, doesn't it? All right, 17b. Yeah, 17 is b. 17 is b. Okay? Do you guys get why 17 is b? Here, I'll draw this out too. It's number 17. We got f of x equals x plus 6, x plus 5, x minus 4. I'll show you guys exactly what this looks like. Okay. So, yeah. Got -6 here, -5 here, +4 here. It's x-axis, y-axis. Okay. So the original function did something kind of like this. Okay. And then if you just shift the whole thing down 3, each of these points comes down 1, 2, 3. Here's -3. Okay. Comes down here, here, here. It's going to look like this. Right, so if this was f of x, this is now y, which is f of x down 3. Right, that's all. Right. Okay, 18. A landscaper uses a hose that puts 88x ounces of water in a bucket in 5 minutes, which represents the number of ounces 9 minutes at this rate. Okay, so 18. I'm going to say volume equals flow rate times time. Okay. Okay. Represents the number of ounces. Okay, so I think we're solving for some kind of volume because, okay. And they told us the flow rate is 88x ounces every 5 minutes. Okay, and then the time we're doing this for is 9 minutes. Okay. Okay, guys, what cancels out?
Why?
Y. That's up. And well, let's multiply this. What's 88 times 9? 88, 9. That's 792. So the volume would be is 792, and I still got the x, and it's still divided by 5. Okay. And I think that matches one of the multiple choice answers. Okay. That looks like D. Let me make sure that 18 is D. Yeah, 18 is D. Okay. You guys got 18 is D? 18 is D. Okay, number 19. We got 4x minus y equals 9y plus 5. Hy equals 2 plus 4x. In the system of equations, h is a constant. Oh, if the system has no solution, what's the value of h? No solution. Ooh, this be fun. Yeah, here, I'll rewrite what they gave us. 4x minus 9y equals 9y plus 5. And hy equals 2 plus 4x. Okay, so there's your system. Okay. Guys, graphically, if there's no if there's no solution, then that means if you graph these two lines, they would be what to each other?
Adjacent. Parallel.
Parallel. Right? Hey guys, if you have this equation, suppose this is like f of x, and this is g of x, and they're parallel lines, and you set them equal to each other, you'll never get a solution because they never cross. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Right. So however you can make these parallel, then you can solve for h, as long as they parallel have the same slope. There might be a few different ways to do that. One way is maybe I could put these in slope intercept form. Let's do that. Let's do slope intercept form. Right, so this first one I can add over 9y, subtract over 5, that gives me 18y is equal to 4x minus 5. Therefore, y is equal to 4 over 18x minus 5 over 18. And this could reduce to 2 over 9x. And then it's 5 over 18. Okay, so this is all this right here. It's the same thing. Okay, which leads to this right here. Okay. All right, now what about this one? Bring that down. All I have to do is divide by h, and I get slope intercept form. Y equals 4 over h, and then that's x, and plus 2 over h. Okay, so that's that one right there. Okay, so here's the same two equations. So it's the same system, but now it's in slope intercept form. Okay, is that okay?
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So wait, what? So is h equal to 18 or?
Oh, not quite. We're not quite there yet. Okay.
Boss, like, how'd you get 18y into the? I didn't even get 18y.
Actually, you know what? I think that is the answer. What you said is the answer. I just haven't got there yet. How did I get what?
How'd you get 18y is equal to 4?
Okay, because I added over 9y. Guys, what's 9y plus 9y?
Oh, yeah.
18y? Yeah, okay. And then I kept this 4x here, and I took this 5 and subtracted it over. Like that. All right. Okay. So these two equations, same thing. Right. And again, if you're looking for parallel lines, right? Because what property of the equations will tell you if something is parallel? They have the same slope, same slope. So really, I can just focus on this versus this. And what I circled, those have to be equal to each other. Isn't that true? Like if those were equal to each other, then they could be parallel. All right, so let's keep going on here. So I'm gonna say 2/9 equals 4/h. Solving for h. Okay. I can cross multiply the 8. Here, I'll just do some cross multiplication. So 2h equals 36. H is equal to 18. Okay. And that is the answer. Okay, so that's D. Right, so number 19 is D. You guys got 19 is D?
Wait. I thought.
Alright, number 20. 20. Alright, here's another non-multiple choice. You know what? I want to see who got this right before I solve this. Who thinks they know the answer to number 20? What'd you get?
52.
Yeah, Forrest got it. 52. The answer 52. It says 13 is p% of 25. What's the value of p? We're going to translate the sentence into an equation, and then we'll solve the equation. So when it says 13 is, I can write 13. And guys, what's the translation for is? What should I write?
Equal.
Equals. So 13 is, 13 equals. Now, it says p%. Percent. Guys, break down the word percent. That really means what? Yeah, over 100. So p over 100, right? Like if it was 7%, that's 0.07 or 7 over 100. Okay. Of 25. Now, of usually means what enough? Multiply. And 25. Okay. So there's your setup. Okay. That's a sentence translated into an equation. 13 is p% of 25. Okay. Okay. So 13 equals, okay, we're solving for p. Okay. Guys, what is 25 over 100?
1/4.
Yeah, 1/4. Okay. Times 4. 52 equals p. Okay. So the answer is 52. So you had to write down 52. Right, just like Ford said, the answer is 52. Right. Right, you guys got that? 52. Fine. Right, next page. Number 21. So that square root expression equals that square root expression. What is the smallest solution to the given equation? Right, so another non-multiple choice. Let's see what's going on. Right. So I told you square root of x minus 2 being squared is equal to square root of 3x plus 34. Right. Now, when I was walking around to help you guys out, someone said, hey, couldn't the square root and the square cancel? And yeah, you could do that. Right. But I would do something different instead. Guys, if the square root of something equals square root of something else, could you just square both sides and get rid of the root? Okay. So the inside parts have to also be equal to each other. The x minus 2 being squared must be equal to 3x plus 34. Okay. And that's where I would pick this up and keep going. Okay. Now, if I were to FOIL this out, which I will end up doing, I know I'm going to end up with an x squared term. Over here, I see an x and also a constant. Okay, so this is probably leading to what form starts with a q?
Quadratic.
Quadratic. Right. We may or may not need the quadratic equation. Maybe we'll be able to factor it. Right. But yeah, something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and FOIL this out. So it'd be x squared, then minus 2x minus 2x. That's minus 4x. Then 2 plus 4. Right, and that's equal to 3x plus 34. Right. So I just did some FOIL to go from here to here. Okay. And then because when you have this quadratic form, or well, I'm working towards that. I got an x squared, I got an x, I got a constant. Right. Ideally, I want to get this all set equal to what?
Yeah.
0, 0. So let's subtract over the 3x and subtract over the 34. So that gives me x squared, and I have minus 7x, and minus 30. Okay, equal to 0. Okay. Now at this point, one of two things. If I can factor this, then that's nice. I could get the answer fairly quickly. Right? And if you're really stuck, or if it's not nice numbers, could you use the quadratic equation at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally could. Right. But I think you can actually factor this one. So guys, what two numbers multiply to negative 30 and add to negative 7?
10 and no, -10.
Yeah, negative 10 and 3. That'll do it. And just to foil check. All right, so x is x squared. Bing. Outside 3x. Inside negative 2x. That makes negative 7x. Bing. Negative 10 times 3 is negative 30. Bing. It's all there. All there. Okay. Therefore, x could be equal to what or what?
-3 or 10.
Yeah, negative 3 or 10. Okay.
You
That's-
like to put one.
Two possible solutions. Because let's go back to the phrasing of the question. They said, what's the smallest solution? The smallest solution. So they were only accepting what?
-3.
Negative 3. Yeah, they were only accepting negative 3. So negative 3. All right, you guys good with negative 3?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. All right, 22. Function f is defined by, okay, so x plus 6, x plus 5, x plus 1. We saw a similar one earlier today. Function g is defined by g of x is f of x minus 1. Oh, so guys, g of x is actually f of x shifted which way, how much?
And one to the right.
Yeah, one to the right. One to the right. Okay, here, let's draw this out a bit here. Number 22. Forget where the rest of this question is going, but at least we can get an idea. Okay. So let's get some axes here. Go x, y. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is here. All right, so we got x plus 6 would cross here at negative 6, okay, negative 5, negative 1.
Yes.
Okay. So your original f of x goes like this. Okay, here's f of x. Okay. Now g of x is f of x shifted to the right. 1. So it'll be here, here, and here. Okay. So here's your g of x. Is that okay? It's just f of x shifted to the right one. Okay, because g of x is f of x minus 1. Is that okay? Okay. All right, where are we going with this? The graph of g of x in the airplane plane has intercepts at a0, b0, and c0. Oh, well, good thing we drew it out because we know what a, b, and c are. And the question is, what's the value of a plus b plus c? Yeah, yeah. So again, we're following this blue curve. I'm looking at the blue curve. So I see negative 5. I see, what number is that right there? Negative 4. And what's that number right there? 0. Okay. So if you add those up, a plus b plus c, what do you get? Negative 9. It's at negative 9. That looks like option B is 22B. Yep, 22 is B, negative 9. That's B right there. Ooh. All right, you guys good?
Yeah.
So that question was all about graph translations. Yeah, graph translations. Okay. Draw up the graph, shift it around. Good answer. All right, 23. For x is some positive number, the function f is defined as follows. F of x equals 201% of x. Ah, what could describe this function? Right, so what kind of curve is that? They have decreasing exponential, decreasing linear, increasing exponential, or increasing linear. Well, I'm going to write this out. They said f of x is equals, so I'll say equals, 201% of x. Okay, so that's 2.01 times x. Let me draw it for you guys. X, y. Okay. Guys, what does that function look like? It's like that. You guys, what kind of graph is that? Is that exponential or linear? That's linear. Guys, the answer is D, increasing linear. 23 is D, increasing linear. All right, you guys got 23 is D? All right, 24. Yeah, ooh, f of x is 4x squared plus 64x plus 262. Looks like a parabola.
Oh.
The function g of x is defined, oh, f of x plus 5. So guys, g of x is f of x shifted which way, how much?
5.
Left 5. There you go, left 5. For what value of x does g of x reach its minimum? Okay, because there were a few questions that I noticed refer to the vertex of a parabola. Okay. And guys, the vertex, this is a good thing to know. Vertex of a parabola, you may have learned this in Algebra 1, is at the x value of what? It's a fraction. If you have ax squared plus bx plus c, and that's equal to like y. Okay. Guys, the vertex is always at what value? Guys, this is guys. What I'm telling you right now is a really handy trick to know. Negative b over 2a. Okay. Now we're gonna have to pick up here tomorrow, right? But know this fact, guys. Going into the SAT, know this fact, and it'll pick you up definitely some points.